If you've ever driven through East Texas, you've probably heard of the legendary Weeping Angel of Scottsville. But for 122 years, the dark truth about why she's crying has been completely kept in the shadows. It all starts with William Scott Youree. In 1904, he was essentially royalty in the South. His father was one of the richest bankers in Louisiana, and his mother's family literally founded Scottsville, Texas. William was the sole heir to an unimaginable dynastic fortune. At just 31 years old, William traveled south to Monterrey, Mexico, a booming industrial hub at the time. He went down there to look into massive business investments, but he never made it back alive. When his body was brought back across the border, his devastated family spent $40,000 just to carve a single marble monument, the haunting angel, Grief. In today's money, that translates to about $1.5 million for a statue. And they didn't stop there. They spent even more of their fortune to build a massive, castle-like stone chapel right beside it. But all that wealth couldn't save their only son. So they used it to lock down the narrative, and the official details of how he died were quietly buried. For over a century, local lore claimed it was everything from an execution to a robbery gone wrong. I relentlessly searched through the handwritten 1904 ledgers, and I finally found the exact record of what happened to him in Monterrey. In Part 2, we are going inside the cemetery to look at the clues they left behind.
Now she's weeping over marble stone, a century of shame.
We are inside the historic Scottsville Cemetery in Harrison County, looking at the clues a multi-millionaire dynasty left behind in 1904. When you walk these grounds, the first clue is the sheer scale of the architecture. This isn't just a burial plot. The Youree Chapel was built the exact same year William died in Mexico, designed as a permanent fortress of grief. Right outside sits this 10-foot marble angel, costing a modern equivalent of $1.5 million. She stands guard not just over William, but eventually the parents who built all of this. For over a century, visitors assumed the truth about the heir buried beneath it went to the grave with the family. But a fortune that massive leaves a massive paper trail. Hidden in old archives, I uncovered forgotten articles detailing a private funeral train chartered just to haul mourners from Shreveport straight to these cemetery gates. But the biggest clue wasn't in Texas. It was a handwritten log hidden across the border in Monterrey. I finally tracked down and translated that 1904 international record. Were the century-old rumors of a violent execution or a dark robbery actually true? Hit that follow button right now, because in Part 3, the final records are laid bare.
What are you hiding beneath the white marble sky?
This weathered leather book is the official 1904 civil death registry from Monterrey, Mexico. For 122 years, the public was left with wild rumors. But the true record has been locked inside this vault all along. Newly uncovered newspaper clips prove this wasn't a sudden, mysterious disappearance. Just days before his passing, William Scott Yoree's mother and sister, Susie Rose, frantically rushed across the international border to Mexico because he was dangerously ill. The family empire knew something catastrophic was happening. When his body was brought back across the border, the family spared no expense. Articles reveal they literally chartered a private, special train to haul high society mourners back and forth from the banks of Shreveport straight to the cemetery gates in Scottsville. It was an earth-shattering spectacle of wealth. So what does the official Mexican death ledger actually say? Written in Spanish right here on the official document, his cause of death wasn't an execution or a robbery. It lists La Gripa, Influenza, a common respiratory illness, cut his life short at just 31. An ordinary virus taking down the crown prince of a banking empire feels incredibly anticlimactic. And it leaves us with three massive questions. Is this simple medical record the absolute truth? Did a powerful dynasty use a common illness to cover up a darker, scandalous reality? Or did a family with that much unimaginable wealth fake his entire death overseas? What do you believe? Drop your theories below and follow for more untold folklore.
The angel keeps weeping over parents and son, but the mystery stays when the story is done. Was it really the flu or an elegant lie? Leave your theories below as the train passes by.